All right, welcome back to the First-Time Homebuyer Survival Series. This is part 22. So we're getting close to the end here. At this point, a lot has happened. We put our offer together. We got it accepted. We conducted our home inspection. That was what we spoke about in the last video. We got the results of our inspection back, and we're happy with the results, so we decided to waive our condition, and the deal is now officially firm. So at this point, there's no takebacks. There's no changing your mind. You are now legally locked into this contract to purchase this home. Now remember, at this point, you've already submitted your deposit to the listing brokerage, which is held in trust until the closing date. If you decide that you don't want to close on the transaction, which is not recommended, you now are putting your deposit at risk and you are potentially opening yourself up to getting sued. So remember, that is what firm means. You're locked into the contract and you have to move forward with it. So the next very important step that you're going to do in the process between the deal going firm and the closing date is that you want to be finding yourself a real estate lawyer as soon as possible. As you can guess, there's a lot of paperwork and a lot of legalities that goes into buying a home, and what you want to be doing is you want to be getting yourself a lawyer who is going to be handling those legalities for you. Everything we've done up until this point, the agreement to purchase the home, the price, all the conditions, everything that we've negotiated, that was just to set the parameters around the agreement to buy the home. What your lawyer is going to do is they're going to finalize the legalities and everything to make sure that it's actually official, that the home transfers from the seller's name to your name. And in Ontario, you can't close on a home without one. So your lawyer is going to handle all the back end legal work. They're going to work with the seller's lawyer. They're going to transfer the title from them to you. They're going to transfer the funds on the closing date. They're going to make sure they're going to coordinate the key exchange with you. So they're going to make sure that you actually get the keys, you get access to the house. Once the money has changed hand, they're going to make sure that the mortgage money is properly registered and that they receive all the funds properly from the lender. And they're also going to confirm that there's no issues with the title, there's no liens, there's no problems there. They're going to make sure that everything is fine and dandy in the legal realm. So they'll check for things like unpaid debts, any legal claims against the property. They'll make sure that you're not inheriting somebody else's problems. So the job is to make sure that when you do take ownership, the property is legally clean and fully yours. So what your lawyer doesn't do is they're not going to renegotiate your offer. They're not going to inspect the home. They're not going to arrange your mortgage. They're not going to do anything like that. Those are things that your real estate agent and your mortgage broker will have already handled up until this point. Their role is the legal and the administrative. So to make sure the transfer of the title is clean, clear, and it's registered fully with the province and the city. So just like home inspections, I'm also not a lawyer, so I can't go too specific into the process. But once you hire a lawyer, they'll guide you through everything. They'll schedule a meeting with you before closing. They'll review any documents that they need from you. Anything that they need you to sign. They'll collect your signatures on everything. They'll ask for some important information, ID, some banking details, stuff of that nature. And again, they'll walk you through everything. They'll let you know exactly what you need to do, so you don't have to worry about anything. There's nothing that you have to prepare. You don't have to read any books, thank God. They'll handle the entire legal process for you. So when it comes to finding a real estate lawyer, this is another one of those things that you can lean on your agent for. Ask them for a recommendation. If not, again, they're fairly easy to find. A Google search is probably your best bet. Now, for most standard real estate lawyers, you can expect the fees to be anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000 plus. It's probably in the middle there to $2,500. You could probably expect it to cost somewhere around there. It will depend on the situation, how much work that needs to be done, that sort of thing. And again, this money is very well spent. Your lawyer will make sure that there's no legal issues regarding the title of the property, and they'll make sure that everything is fully transferred and fully in your name. And another thing you want to mention to them that you are a first-time buyer. If you are eligible for the land transfer tax rebate and any other rebates that might be applicable, they will be the one to sort that out for you. So to wrap it up, once your deal is firm, first thing you need to do, go out, find yourself a real estate lawyer, ask your agent. They'll most likely have somebody for you. Once you've done that, you're now in the home stretch. It's pretty much just waiting for closing date. In the next video, we'll talk about what happens between when the deal goes firm after you've hired your lawyer and when you actually close on the home and get the keys. And don't forget, if you want the PDF version of the First-Time Home Buyer Guide, that will be down in the description. And you can also reach out to me at any point if you have any questions. All right, thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow.